Hello everyone, welcome to my sister wives' new official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown from Sister Wives always feels bad about himself. He acts like everyone is after him. That's not true at all. Kid Kody is mean. Sister Wives Season 18 star Kody Brown has been feeling sorry for himself and fighting with Christine's new husband David Woolley ever since his relationships with Mary, Janelle, and Christine Brown fell apart. Kody's martyr act is so tired. It's just to make himself look better. Kody is acting like the victim when he's the one who hurt the Brown family. It says a lot about him that he tries to look like he's been slighted. These are the 3 wives this man turned down because he gave up. It's been years since Kody played his little violin for 3 good women. Kody used to be the face of polygamy. Steeped in the out-there beliefs of an extreme Mormon sect, Kody thought that plural marriage was the holiest relationship model. However, unlike the Mormon martyr Joseph Smith, who was sealed, a Mormon term for joined with 40 women, Kody hasn't been penalized for sharing his views. Sure, he fled Utah in the dead of night, trying to avoid the legal consequences of breaking polygamy laws, but Kody never got arrested. Now, he claims that everyone's persecuting him for no good reason. Sister Wives Kody Brown's been rewarded for hurting women. Aside from fan shade, Kody Brown's benefited from polygamy. Since he accepted plural marriage, Kody's been richly rewarded. In return for sealing with 4 women, he's gained fame and fortune. Now that he's unsealed from 3 females, he's finally able to focus on his queen, Robin Brown. However, he acts like some Church of the Devil, a Mormon term for a religious group that goes against Mormon beliefs, is targeting him and trying to ruin his life. Kody's nervous, seeing enemies everywhere. As well, he's abandoned so many parts of his spiritual beliefs. While he did so, Kody claimed that he was suffering more than the people around him. In his plural marriages, Kody was the one causing pain. However, he tends to focus on his own emotional world, oblivious to the havoc that he's caused. Will Kody get to the Mormon post-mortal spirit world, paradise, after basically breaking his vows to Mary, Janelle, and Christine? Maybe not. He wasn't meant to neglect them like he did. Kody wasn't supposed to make one wife his partner and leave the others to fry. Paradise is only for those who stay faithful to Mormon beliefs until death. While male dominance in the Mormon faith is a very real thing, it's hard to think that making women feel lonely and sad is what God wants. Mormons believe in an eternal progression which includes 3 stages: pre-mortality, mortality, and eternity. Sometimes, amid these views, it seems like the rights and feelings of women are overlooked. In fact, Religion News contributor Jana Reese thinks that Mormon men are groomed not to listen to women. Sister Wives Kody Brown never really listened to his exes. Why doesn't Kody Brown realize that he's the problem? Kody's tried to make himself seem like a sympathetic figure. While doing so, he has tried to cloak some low conduct. As he's played the martyr, just as Robin does, Kody's easily forgotten about the damage that he's done. His exes didn't feel like they were heard. They lost their voices during their hard spiritual unions with the Uber patriarch. However, Kody had no trouble listening to his dainty princess Robin, who meets him on every level. Unfortunately, he didn't give his other women the same grace. Would a true martyr ignore the pain and suffering of 3 women while lavishing the 4th with love, money, and more? No. When Kody mistreated Mary, Janelle, and Christine and gave Robin 100%, he created a toxic relationship. The bad blood that this choice generated is still circulating. Now the exes take to Instagram to share their complaints. They also chat with reporters. His exes hadn't forgiven him. Likewise, Kody hasn't forgiven them for leaving him. While it's reasonable that his unloved exes would want to vent, his own anger is baffling. These women bent over backwards to accommodate him. They did the chores, gave birth, cared for children, and let him be in charge. In return, they had to deal with a frosty, irritated, and deceptive mate. It's Kody's exes who got a raw deal, not him. He doesn't want people to understand this terrible truth. In Sister Wives Season 18, Kody told Janelle she didn't listen, but before that, she accused him of not listening to her. This seemed to trigger Kody. He became very defensive, pulling on his brown leather jacket and running for the hills. Kody said she didn't listen right before he ran. Since he got so angry, Janelle might have hit a nerve. On some level, Kody must understand how he's hurt Janelle and the other exes. There's no way that he screens all of that out. So, when he's challenged, he goes berserk. Sometimes facing the truth is hard. In life, everyone has to face difficult facts. Some stay in denial while others learn from constructive criticism. The problem is that Kody refuses to learn. Instead, he adopts a victim mentality that really doesn't fit him. He decided to put Robyn first. Kody liked doing that. It hurt the other wives, that was clear to all. However, he tries to avoid. Kody never really wants to accept that falling in love with Robyn changed him. Because he only loved one woman, he pulled away from the others. He was mean to them. When he was cruel, it wasn't exactly sacrifice in action. The martyr is meant to endure cruelty rather than doling it out. How is Kody Brown a victim? He just isn't. Kody Brown engineered everything that's happening to him. Kody's accused his exes of some bad things, including family alienation. However, as the clip above shows, via TLC Australia at YouTube, all 4 brown women have felt forgotten by Monster Kody. So who's really the problem here? Obviously, it's him. He's the one common factor running through all of this drama. He's tied to all 4 women. However, he doesn't want the world to know that he's the bad guy. He wants to dupe other people into thinking that the villains are other people. He spends an extraordinary amount of energy into trying to convince the masses that he's a martyr. Like a lion disguised as a sacrificial lamb, Kody cut down the herd but claimed that his wives rejected him. In fact, he pushed them out very coldly. Had they stayed, they would have needed to accept his version of their new normal, which was his monogamy with Robyn within a multiple marriage. The other wives would be iced out romantically, probably for a lifetime. The wives did what was logical and left. Kody engineered that result. He's not a sacrificial lamb. He had a goal and worked towards it. Robyn helped him. The goal was kept secret but still very clear. To continue with the lion and lamb comparison, Kody's a predator rather than prey. If he was prey as he wants people to think he is, then he wouldn't have treated 3 of his wives so poorly. He wouldn't have embarrassed them over and over again. Those were acts of aggression. Martyrs are peaceful beings. Kody Brown keeps insulting his exes. Kody's not exactly the Dalai Lama. He's not someone who believes in peace. Unlike the spiritual teacher Ram Dass, who advised people to love everyone, Kody's extremely hateful, dissing the trio of women who bore his children and put up with his nonsense for decades. Martyrs are peaceful, and Kody doesn't fit that description. Over the past few years, he's gotten even more nasty and ornery. Even his face has changed, and not just because of the normal aging process. Kody's toughened. His eyes don't exactly have an innocent look. In the old days, he generally had a big smile on his face. He seemed hopeful. Now, he's just so negative and miserable. Kody's paid a price for having Robyn. He's traded 3 women for the 4th. Sure, he legally stayed in the plural marriage for a long time, but his heart wasn't in it. Martyrs have great big hearts. When he plays the victim after making women cry and feel bad about themselves, it's very easy to laugh at him, or worse. Did he have a great big heart when he told Christine he didn't want to sleep with her anymore? Was he showing his loving, martyr-like spirit when he had to be cajoled into giving Mary a tasty s'mores during a family BQ? Was his inner beauty coming out when he told Janelle to settle all of his problems with their kids? He wasn't exactly self-sacrificing when he told Janelle to choose between him and their children during the COVID-19 pandemic. So many times, Kody's behaved like a selfish oaf. He's crass, classless, and not exactly a role model for Christianity. Somewhere along the line, the Browns seemed to care less about religion. It's not just Kody who changed. As the years passed, the Browns may have learned that life is short. Possibly, there's nothing else. Most people question eternity now and then, no matter how religious they are. Human beings are hardwired to be curious about the trip after death, if there is one. So, perhaps some doubts about the afterlife crept in, acting on the Browns and affecting their decision-making. So, Sister Wives was focused on religion and on normalizing polygamy. This goal wasn't achieved, and Kody's selfish streak is the reason why. In fact, he single-handedly, Robin helped, showed that plural marriage is emotional torture for most of its participants. Who wants to live with that kind of jealousy and unhappiness all the time? What could be worth that kind of continuous suffering? That's real sacrifice, and Kody didn't experience that. It's Mary, Janelle, and Christine who did. Kody was allowed to choose. He had the power to favor one wife and hurt the rest. This kind of patriarchal power is way out of style. Kody Brown needs to wake up. Woke Kody Brown would be a nice change. A lot of information about life is out there, current life. There's really no reason for Kody to be so backwards and old-fashioned. He can be a woke guy. He can change his attitude about women, which led him to put one wife on a pedestal while mistreating the others. Kody thinks women should be just like Robin. She's like his Snow White or something. He's Prince Charming. However, these two aren't really so appealing. It's great that they're in love, but they should have bailed out of the multiple marriage. Both of them knew what was up. They knew they were all about each other. They stayed in it for selfish reasons. Kody probably wanted the money that came with being one of the world's most famous polygamists. He may find that being with just Robin isn't exactly good for business. Fans got used to seeing the Brown family trying to work out problems while the cameras rolled. Now the tension's been dialed down greatly. Watching Kody and Robin argue doesn't exactly sound like a good time. Also, the novelty aspect is being eliminated. It's polygamy that made Kody different. Without it, he becomes an ordinary man with typical troubles. That isn't really so exciting. It's too dull. He's not a martyr, but he's not totally bad either. He seems to be riddled with guilt, which is working on him and making him very moody indeed. Kody may actually be ashamed of a lot of things he's done. He may worry about the financial consequences of being a one-woman man. He's clearly got a lot on his mind. Embracing a truly peaceful attitude, which includes less looking back and brooding, will be extremely beneficial. If Kody learns to live in the moment, he'll find the secret of life. The future's never sure, and he has a woman who loves him, a nice house. He has a lot. Only thanks can save Sister Wives martyr Kody. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.